Morning, guys.
Morning, Rusty. How you doing?
Can anybody hear me?
Yes.
You
can't see you. We can hear you.
All right, good.
Good morning, all.
Good morning.
Morning, Doug.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Fine.
Super.
My picture is showing up black. Am I visible to anyone else?
We just see your wonderful name, Gary.
Let me see what I can do that.
I sent you a message asking you to start your video.
All right, I just got it.
Now
Just
we
got
see
it.
you.
Yeah, okay. Am I in? Let me get my hair fixed here.
You look pretty, Gary. You look pretty.
I forgot to open my flap on my camera.
Hello.
Oh, there. Your mic is turned off.
Okay, his mic is turned on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have about 9 o'clock. I'm going to go ahead and call the docket. And let me ask Ms. Riley, I have just the Wilson docket and the Carnes docket.
Yes, sir, that is correct.
All right, a lot of people here for 9 cases.
Yes, sir.
Wilson County versus Adelia Cantu.
Yes, Judge, this is Kimberly Beza. I'm here, and Mr. Foster and I have filed an agreed motion for continuance. So I would like to approach or ask that the court grant that reset. We'll probably only need 1 reset, Judge, just to, one thing, the petition does need to be amended. And then Mr. Foster and I are going to work out some of the details or some of the things that are still at issue.
Okay, how long do you need?
If you can at least reset us to your next court date, Judge, that should be sufficient.
No objections, Your Honor.
And Judge Wilson, that is actually an e-file. The motion was filed separately. And so you had questioned when the motion was filed, and so it's unsigned and e-file.
Okay. Well, it looks like we will not have court in Wilson County until February 1st. Is that correct?
The 25th, Judge, is also a court date in Wilson County.
Okay, but it says no more settings.
That's on the, for the Atascosa County case. Atascosa County docket, rather. So Wilson County's open.
You can have the 25th of January, 1st of February, both Mondays.
February 1st, Judge, please.
Okay. All right, if you will send me a message in chat that has the cause number, the name, it doesn't have to be the full name, just enough of the name to identify it, and the date it's being reset to. After you do that, you're excused.
Thank you, Judge. I appreciate that. Have a good day.
And Mr. Garcia, I take it that you don't have a dog in this fight. It's just excess funds?
That's correct, Your Honor. We don't have any, not even post-judgment taxes are due. So we don't have a dog in this fight.
Okay. All right. You're really excused, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge.
The estate of Louis Gavlik.
Yes, Your Honor. Greg Yost here on behalf of the estate. Mrs. Rosenblatt and I had been discussing a resolution or settlement of my motion to enforce the temporary injunction and my motion for the Rule 172 audit. We've exchanged a few emails, but we don't have a resolution as of this moment, and I don't see her present.
Okay, I don't see anyone from the Rosenblatt law firm here. All right, I will ask you, Mr. Yost, to contact her office. I'm not sure where she is. Judge Ellison does not have a docket this morning, so she's not in his court.
Okay. Thank you, Judge. I'll give her a call right now.
The matter of the marriage of James and Mary Jo Riley.
We received a call this morning, Judge, from Teresa Nettles requesting to drop the case, and they would reset on request. They're waiting on some additional information from the appraisal office.
All right. Matter of the marriage of Scott and Emily Hudson.
We are here, both Scott and Emily Hudson, Your Honor.
Okay, and are you ready to proceed?
Yes, we are.
And I was told that I have a couple of self-represented cases where people have filed their proposed divorce decrees. Have you done that?
Yes, we have.
Okay.
And Judge, I will upload that in chat.
Thank you. I will mark you A. I take up uncontested cases with attorneys before those where people are self-represented. Usually, you'll be the first self-represented case I take up.
Okay.
Matter of the marriage of Jennifer Bonet and Luigi Falviaz.
I'm here. Luigi is out of country.
And are you ready to proceed?
Yes.
And have you filed your proposed divorce decree?
Yes. And he signed all the paperwork and sent it over to you guys.
Judge, that's the other one that I do have that I will upload in chat. The only thing is the petitioner did not sign it, but the respondent did sign the decree.
That's fine. Matter of the marriage of Joel and Kerry Rocha.
Good morning, Your Honor. That is an agreed divorce, 5 minutes for prove-up.
Marking number 1. The matter of the marriage of Cara and Eusebio Alejos. Alejos marriage, Alejos children. All right, I'll recall. And Ray, the marriage of Elizabeth Barnhouse and Martha Davila.
Present.
Okay, and are both parties present? Who is present?
Yes, we're both here.
Okay, all right, and are you ready to proceed?
Yes, we are.
And do you have your proposed divorce decree?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Has that been electronically filed with the clerk's office or e-filed with the state?
We filed the original petition and I brought the final degree of divorce with me. We both have signed and dated it.
Okay. If you'll just hold on, we'll get a copy and we'll get that in here to me in the courtroom in a moment.
Okay.
All right. Leyland Apperson et al. Versus EOG et al.
Yes, Your Honor, plaintiffs are here and ready. This is a motion for continuance of a summary judgment hearing that was set just last week. And we need about 15 minutes for the hearing today.
All right. I recognize a lot of folks, but who all is here?
Your Honor, Corey Waymeyer, joined by Ben Robertson on behalf of the defendants, D.R. Gaddy and Stephen Bressler in his capacity as trustee. We're ready, Your Honor.
Okay.
Alfred G. Allen III, representing Sierra Bank trustee for the Clark Trust.
All right.
Gary Ellison, representing the Gum family, 4J and Gum B partnerships.
Robert W. Kefeber, representing MAP 2009.
Okay.
Harris Trust for EOG Resources.
Your Honor, Blue Hyatt from Midland, Texas, representing Calf Creek Royalties.
Your Honor, Harris Stamey.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Harris Stamey, representing
for the Fells Trust.
All right, and Mr. Knopp, I've got you down. Okay. All right.
Robin Lindley, representing Pet 2 Management.
And Nirav Patel and Bob Grable here on behalf of Cirrus Minerals and Mustang Minerals.
Harris Stamey, representing defendant candidates Lynn Daly.
Dean Searle, appearing for John Hancock, intervener.
Okay, and I'm sorry, your name was Mr. Cyril?
Searle, yes.
I
Dean
have
Searle.
on my list of attorneys for parties, it has a John Ellis. Has somebody announced for that firm? Is that Mr.?
Mr. Ellis is with our firm, Your Honor.
Okay, excellent. All right, I'll mark you conferring for the time being. And would it be helpful to be in a breakout room or?
We can certainly try that, Your Honor. There's one of the main reasons for this motion is there's been a failing on any kind of coordination on the setting, and I'm happy to try to work that out. We've had a few email exchanges on that, but I'm happy to discuss if that's something that the court would like for us to do. I'm happy to do that.
Okay, so let me go down. Benjamin Robertson, are you part of that case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Yost is not, Mr. Stamey is. Ms. Bonet is not, Jeff is not. Marty Truss, Mr. Patel. And Scott Hudson?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I just hit the open rooms button. Is there anyone who should have gotten an invitation who did not?
And Your Honor, do you want us to just stay in that breakout room until we're invited back into the hearing?
No, if you have any, I don't think I'll be long, but if you have any sort of resolution, or if it's obviously futile, you're welcome to come back.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, so anyone else that needs to go there? Mr. Ellison, did you receive an invitation?
I did.
Okay, all right. Anyone else told to be here today, your case was not called? Okay,
Judge, I believe Scott Hudson was on a pro se divorce.
yes, you're correct, you're correct. When I saw the picture, I recollected that. Okay, Mr. Pena,
Yes,
matter of the marriage of Rocha?
yes, that's correct.
Okay,
We are ready.
do you have your proposed decree?
It's been e-filed with you or the district clerk's office. I need to check, Your Honor.
That is
And it's
correct.
been-
We do have it pending in e-file.
Okay, well, all right, so
Do you want me to upload it to chat, Judge?
please, is Carrie Rocha here?
No, Your Honor, she's executed a waiver of citation and has also signed off on the divorce decree.
All right, Mr. Rocha, would you unmute your computer and raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you may give in the matter now on trial will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do. Yes.
May I proceed, Your Honor?
And yes.
Would you please state your full name for the record?
Joel Dennis Rocha?
Are you the petitioner in this cause?
Yes.
Is Carrie Martinez Rocha the respondent in this cause?
Yes.
Have you been domiciled in the state of Texas for at least 6 months in the county of Wilson for at least 90 days?
Yes.
And you are aware that your wife has in fact signed a waiver citation that's been filed with the court's records, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, were you married on or about April 16th, 1993, and
Yes.
separated on or about 10/30 of 20?
Yes.
Okay. Has the marriage become insupportable because of discord and conflicts of personalities, which basically destroys the legitimate ends of the marriage, and there's no chance of reconciliation? Is that correct?
Yes.
There are no children under the age of 18 or expected. Is that correct?
Yes.
Now, regarding the division of the assets and the debt, you're asking the court to award you all household furniture and furnishings, fixtures. In other words, all property subject to your sole possession, clothing, jewelry, etc., and all sums of cash in your possession or subject to your sole control. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are you also asking the court to award you a 2003 Chevy Silverado motor vehicle?
Yes.
With regard to the respondent, you're asking the court to award her all household furniture, furnishings, fixtures that are subject to her sole control, as well as clothing, jewelry, and other personal effects. Is that correct?
Yes.
And all sums of cash in her possession are subject to her sole control and possession. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. You're also asking the court to award her a 2014 Ford Focus. Is that correct?
Yes.
Regarding the division of the debt, you're asking the court essentially to award you all the debt that has solely been incurred by you as of November the 9th, 2020.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. And except as otherwise provided herein, any debt incurred solely in the name by you without the joinder of your wife, the respondent. Is that correct?
Yes.
And that is also true in terms of the debt that you're asking that your wife be awarded. Correct?
Yes. Yes.
In addition to that debt, you're also asking that the court award her the Security Service Federal Credit Union debt that is part of the debt regarding the 2014 Ford Focus, which she is being awarded. Is that correct?
Yes.
Excuse me. Is your wife asking, excuse me, is your wife asking for a name change to Carrie April Martinez?
Yes.
Are you asking this court for a divorce here today?
Yes.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Rocha, is Martinez a previous name of your wife's?
Yes.
And you're telling me the marriage can't be saved?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, I'll find I have jurisdiction to hear this matter. The case had been on file for more than 60 days. The petitioner had been a resident of Wilson County for 6 months and of Texas for Texas for 6 months. Prior to the time the lawsuit was filed, the respondent has she filed an answer?
A waiver citation, Your Honor.
Has filed a waiver of citation and has agreed to the entry of the divorce decree, as can be seen by her signature to it. The marriage between the parties has become undermined due to a discord or conflict of personalities, and there's no present likelihood of reconciliation. There were no children born or adopted during the marriage who haven't reached 18 years of age. And I'll find that the proposed division of the marital property and debts is just, fair, and equitable, and I will approve it. And let me ask you, is there also a quadro being,
No, Your Honor, they have nothing with regard to any retirement benefits. Is that correct, Mr. Rocha?
Yes.
okay, that's fine. I just, on my notes when I was downloading all the files just now, one of them said it was a quadro also. I want to know if this was that one. All right, and I will restore I'll find the division of marital property and debts is just, fair, and equitable. I will restore the respondent's previous last name of Martinez and grant the divorce in open court. Any relief that doesn't appear in the divorce decree is denied, so this is a final appealable order. And I will sign this in just a moment and upload it in chat to the district clerk.
And then I will e-file it.
Thank you, ma'am.
May we be excused, Your Honor?
Yes, sir. Give me just a moment with this. Do you have a clock in your office, Mr. Pena?
No.
Okay. I heard it ticking and it went away.
Oh, it's the water.
Okay, I've sent that to the clerk's office. Wish you good luck, Mr. Rocha.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, calling the matter of the marriage of Hudson. Are both sides ready? You're muted, sir.
Are we unmuted now?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and I'm also going to ask Ms. Bonet and Mrs. Barnhouse and Davila, because you all have pro se divorces, to listen to the first thing I'm going to say. The first thing I'm going to say is Texas law presumes that any child born during the marriage or for 290 days after the marriage is a child of the marriage. So unless the child is over 18 years of age, if there's any child who was born during the marriage, or if anyone is expecting a child right now, I need to know about that because there's a presumption of paternity there. 2, Texas law also presumes that every single thing a married person owns is community property. It's not just a matter of what you're fighting about or not fighting about or whose name is on something. The moment you get married, the law presumes everything you own is community property. If the divorce decree doesn't either divide up a piece of property and say it's community property and here's who it goes to, or say it's not being divided because it's separate property, then the law presumes that the 2 former spouses still own it together, even though they're divorced. And many years from now, if a person gets in debt, deeply in debt, their creditors can come back after the ex-spouse claiming that they're entitled to part of some asset. So it's important that anything that's valuable enough, there might be a lawsuit over it one day. Certainly anything that valuable, we need to make sure we spell out in the divorce decree either who it's being divided to or that it's separate property and it's not being divided. All right, so is everyone clear on that?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, good. All right, Mr. and Ms. Hudson, let me ask you to each raise your right hands. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you may give in the matter now on trial will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay, and you, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and what is your name, sir?
Scott J. Hudson.
Okay, and your name, ma'am?
Emily Pedraza Hudson.
Okay, and I'm going to ask you to speak up a little bit. I'm having a difficulty hearing you, and I believe Ms. Cavazos, our court reporter, is also.
Emily Pedraza Hudson.
All right, thank you. Okay. All right, Mr. Hudson, before this lawsuit was filed, had either you or your wife been a resident of Wilson County for 90 days and of Texas for 6 months?
Yes, we've both been residents of Wilson County for 90 and for Texas over 6 months.
Okay. Has the marriage between the two of you become undermined due to a discord or conflict of personalities?
Yes, sir.
Is there any expectation right now that you're going to reconcile and live together as husband and wife?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. When did the two of you marry?
February 25th, 1996.
Okay. Right. And since that time, how many children have been born to your wife?
We have 2 children. One of them is under.
I need you to listen carefully because it's not necessarily the same answer. Since the date of your marriage, how many children have been born to your wife?
2.
And what are their ages?
17 and 20.
Okay. And is the 20-year-old child disabled or otherwise unable to care for and support him or herself?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. And with your 17-year-old, have the two of you come to an agreement as to possession, visitation, and support of that child?
Yes, Your Honor.
And basically, what is that in a nutshell? Is it the standard visitation? Is it something else?
Standard visitation.
Okay. And how far apart do the two of you live right now?
2 miles.
So as a 17-year-old, does this child largely able to come and go without y'all having to do the transportation as you would, say, a kindergartner?
Yes, Your Honor.
And okay, and I'm looking here at your page 10 of your proposed divorce decree. It says that you're going to be paying $1,000 a month in child support,
Yes, Your Honor.
and that is actually probably a little bit above guideline child support.
Yes.
All right, and do you think that all of these orders are in your child's best interest?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, now, as far as your property, what property do you have that the divorce decree has to deal with?
Automobiles. There's an RV listed in there, and then a business and a home that are in the, I think it's an Appendix A, Exhibit B, excuse me.
Okay, and what sort of business?
Restaurant, general store.
All right, and which business is that?
Kaicaster Country Store and Grill is the name of the business.
Oh, okay, Kaicaster Corner?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. And do you believe that the way you propose to divide those assets is fair to both sides?
Yes, sir.
And having heard what I had to say about community property, and there's a presumption that everything is community property, is there anything that you need to talk with your wife about going back and adding to the divorce decree to make sure it's clear who gets what?
No, sir. We've had those conversations.
And is there anything that won't be finalized today? By that, I mean, are you asking to have any piece of property sold in the future and money divided up or anything like that?
Yes, Your Honor. The house will be maintained until my son graduates this coming spring. Then it will be put on the market and sold and divided 50-50. The business is currently on the market. So when it sells, it will be divided 50-50 as well.
Okay. And have you and your wife been able to get this divorce done amicably so far?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and you think you'll be able to make that work out?
That's our commitment. Yes, Your Honor.
All right. All right, Mrs. Hudson, did you hear everything that your husband testified to?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, is that all true and correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you have any questions for him at this time?
No, Your Honor.
And are you expecting a child at this time?
No, Your Honor.
And do you also, can you think of any property that you need to go back and add into your divorce decree?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Give me just a moment. Now, is this the case where there's going to be a quadro filed? It says that there's a 401k and a 408b that are going to be divided. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Have you already submitted the orders for that?
Yes, Your Honor. We need a signed copy of the final divorce decree to finalize those two divisions.
Okay, well, there's usually something for the judge to sign too. So this is the case then that there was a quadro filed for me to look at.
Yes, Judge, that's correct.
Okay. All right, and neither of you are asking for a name change.
No, Your Honor. No name change.
Okay. All right, and are each of you telling me that the marriage cannot be saved?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Okay, I find I have jurisdiction to hear this matter. It's been on file for more than 60 days. The respondent has made an appearance and has appeared in open court and agreed to the entry of the divorce decree. The petitioner and been a resident of Wilson County for 90 days and Texas for 6 months prior to the time this lawsuit was filed. The marriage between the parties has become undermined due to a discord or conflict of personalities, and there's no present likelihood of reconciliation. There were 2 children born during the marriage, one of whom has not reached 18 years of age, and I find that the proposed orders concerning that child were in the child's best interest, and I will approve them. And I'll find that the proposed division of the marital property and debts is just, fair, and equitable, and I will approve it. And I will pronounce the divorce in open court. Any relief that does not appear in the divorce decree is denied, so that this is a final appealable order. All right, I wish y'all good luck, and let me post the divorce decree in chat. All right, here's the quadro. Okay, and this is a 50-50 division on the quadro?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And there's also a form that you have to file called a quadro. It's a qualified domestic relations order. I'm sorry, a Bureau of Vital Statistics sheet or statement. And what that is it's a document you file with the clerk that reports this divorce to Austin. Have you already given one of those to the clerk's office?
I am not sure. I think I may have filled one out yesterday when I dropped off.
If you haven't gotten one, you can do a quick search online and find that easily, or Mr. Hada might be able to post one to you in chat. You will not be able to get a copy of your divorce decree from the clerk's office until you get that filed.
Your Honor, will you repeat the name of that form, please?
BVS, Bureau of Vital Statistics sheet.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, do we fill out that form and submit it to the county clerk,
District clerk.
to the district clerk?
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm sorry, who would the district clerk be?
That's who you've been filing all your papers work with, the district
Oh,
clerk.
the district clerk. Okay, thank you.
I got kicked out, so I'll be getting back in.
Okay, and Mr. Hodder just stuck her head in the door to say that she got kicked off the meeting somehow and she's gonna have to log back in. So she'll be back in just a moment. Oh. All right. Well, I hope I didn't end the Zoom, okay? Because she was still on when I went to send a message in chat, but now she's gone. So probably that's gonna crash the Zoom program. Okay, all right, y'all are released. I wish you good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, and Mr. Yost, I'm sorry, did you have, were you able to get in touch with Jennifer Rosenblatt?
Your Honor, I got in touch with her office. My understanding, she's not available at the moment. I think she was under the impression that I was passing the hearing because we were talking about a resolution, and I that was not my intention because we never formalized an agreement. So,
so are you wanting to proceed, or you wanting to try and set this for tomorrow or Thursday, or?
if the court has availability tomorrow, we could postpone it till tomorrow. I just didn't want to wait 6 weeks for another setting.
Certainly, certainly. Okay. Okay. do you want to draft something for me to sign that says it's set for tomorrow at 9 a.m.?
If the court's available at 9 a.m., yes, Your Honor, I will sign that and send it over. I'm not aware of whether Mrs. Rosenblatt's available at that time, but I will do my best to work with her in her office.
And you're representing that that she was sent notice of this and y'all didn't sign a Rule 11 or anything saying that it was being passed?
Judge, that's correct. Can I explain what happened maybe, and that might give the judge some insight?
Yes, go ahead.
She sent an email that it was intended to be a Rule 11, and I responded saying that's not what we discussed by phone, in effect. And I responded with what I believed our agreement to be, and then since then, nothing. So we're really, I don't think we're at an impasse. I think that we just never closed the loop.
Okay. All right, so if you'll just whip off a 1-sentence order and send that to me in chat, I will sign it and post copies to you and Ms. Tejada both.
Okay, will do.
All right, Ms. Tejada, I just reposted the Quadro to you. You had got kicked off between when I selected your name and before I hit send. So it shows it went through. Did you get the final decree of divorce before you were kicked off?
Yes, Judge, I did. Thank you.
Okay, all right. All right. Okay. And give me just a moment. Let me grab the Bonet file.
And I'm sorry, Judge, I did get it, but it won't let me open it. If you could please resend me the decree on the Hudson matter.
Okay. Now let's see what your computer does. With my computer, if I get any document that I can't download or I can't open, I can never open another one until I leave the meeting and come back. Hopefully yours is better.
It worked, Judge. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Okay, Ms. Bonet, would you raise your right hand? Oh, and unmute yourself too. Okay. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you may give in the matter now on trial will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, and your name, please?
Jennifer Lee Bonnet.
Okay, so you pronounce the T. All right. All right, Ms. Bonnet. Prior to the time you filed this lawsuit, had you been a resident of Wilson County for 90 days and of Texas for 6 months?
Yes.
And you are married to Luigi Bonnet?
Bonnet Galvez.
Okay. All right. Has the marriage between the two of you become undermined due to a discord of personalities or just not getting along?
Yes.
At this time, is there any likelihood you're going to reconcile and live together again as husband and wife?
No.
Okay. When did the two of you marry?
February 2020.
Okay. And since that date, have there been any children born to you?
No.
And are you expecting a child?
No.
All right. And did you hear of what I said earlier about the law presuming that every single thing that you own and when you're married is community property?
Yes.
Now that you've had a chance to think about it, do you need to go back and add anything to the divorce decree to make sure everybody has clear title to it?
Nope, everything's good.
Okay. And are you simply asking that each of you keep whatever property you have in your possession
Correct.
and pay whatever debts you've incurred?
Correct.
All right, and I'm still going through the pages one at a time. Give me just a moment. All right, and you're asking to have your last name changed to Crumley?
Correct. It's my maiden name.
Okay, that was my next question, if that's a previous name. All right, now, did you file the proposed divorce decree with the district clerk's office?
Yes.
And that has your husband's signature on it?
Correct.
Oh, and I see you even had it notarized for some reason. Okay. All right, ma'am, and I noticed that you had also filed a separate order restoring your maiden name. I'll be glad to sign that, but I'll let you know that you have that built into your divorce decree. You don't have to have a separate order.
I wasn't sure. I just kind of filled out everything that I needed to, or overfilled, I guess.
Okay. And just so there's no, I think it would be, you got that form from Texas Law Help?
Yeah, I'd like online.
Okay. That may be common in other counties in Texas. I can't tell you. I can tell you in South Texas, unless it's brand new, it's not common to have that separate order signed. It's common just to have the divorce decree. And I think you would be better off with just having the divorce decree signed, unless you have a special reason you need that separate form.
No, if that's all I need, then that's fine. I'm just going to go down to the DPS and start that process.
Okay. All right, then. You're telling me the marriage can't be saved?
Correct. He's in another country.
Okay. All right. I'll find I have jurisdiction to hear this matter. It's been on file for more than 60 days. There's a waiver of citation in the proper format that's been on file for more than 10 days. The petitioner had been a resident of Wilson County for 90 days and Texas for 6 months before this lawsuit was filed. Marriage between the parties has become undermined due to a discord or conflict of personalities, and there's no present likelihood of reconciliation. There were no children born or adopted during the marriage, and none are expected. And I find that the proposed division of the marital property and debts is just, fair, and equitable. And also, I will restore the petitioner's previous name of Jennifer Lee Crumley. Any relief that does not appear in the divorce decree is denied, so this is a final appealable order. All right, Ms. Crumley, I wish you good luck.
Thank you. Do you know how I get a copy of the final? Do I just go down to the office and order one?
I'll let you ask Ms. Tejada about that. That's certainly one way to do it.
Yes, you can come to our office to pick up a copy.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, and I've just posted the Bonnet divorce decree to Ms. Tejada.
Got it. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, give me just a minute on Barnhouse Davila.
Yeah.
I'm in court.
Okay, never mind. Sorry about that.
Okay, in the matter of the marriage of Barnhart and Davila,
Yes.
all right. Each of you raise your right hands. Do each of you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you may give in the matter now on trial will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, and okay, I'm the lady with the glasses. What is your name?
Martha Davila.
All right, thank you. And your name is?
Elizabeth Barnhouse.
All right. All right, and Ms. Barnhouse, you're the petitioner in this case. Prior to the time this lawsuit was filed, had you been a resident of Wilson County for 90 days and of Texas for 6 months?
Yes.
And has the marriage between you and Martha Davila become undermined due to a discord or conflict of personalities?
Yes.
At this time, is there any likelihood of reconciliation?
No.
And how long, what's the date of the marriage?
December 24th of 2019.
And since the date of the marriage, has a child been born to either of you?
No.
Are either of you expecting a child?
No.
All right. Now, did both of you hear what I said when I started the pro se cases about the law in Texas presumes that everything that a married person owns is community property, and that even if it's separate property owned before the marriage or inherited, if it's valuable enough that there might be a lawsuit over it, it needs to be spelled out in the divorce decree who gets it?
Yes, we heard that.
Yes.
Okay. I don't see any details about anything at all about who gets what.
Yes, because we never merged anything together. We did not purchase anything together. So just everything that's mine is in my name. Everything in her name is still in her name. So we've never done that.
Okay. All right. But you understand that that doesn't matter. The law presumes that every single thing you own, the second you get married, say I do, under the law in Texas, there's a presumption that everything you own is community property. And you basically, it takes a written agreement sometimes or a decree signed by a county court at law or district judge that says it's not community property, here's who it belongs to. And you have tendered to me a decree that doesn't do that. So I can sign this. I'm not telling you I won't sign it, but you'll walk out of here with a decree that doesn't say who gets what. And if either of your creditors want to come back and sue the other one years later, claiming that they're entitled to half of something or more than half because it was community, it's presumed to be community property, and because it wasn't divided in the divorce decree, that it's presumed that you still own it together even though you're divorced, I'll do that. I mean, that's unlikely to happen, certainly, but it happens. So is there anything that y'all would like to have another shot at this divorce decree as far as spelling out who gets what?
May I ask if we just, I'm sorry, may I ask a question then?
Yes.
So if we just have a piece of paper and put like my address for my property, her address for her property, our cars, would that be suffice?
Well, what you really need to do is take the divorce decree and fill that out and say who gets what, and put it down on there, and make sure that you divide that you describe the property with some kind of detail. But yes, they put it on the, do you still have your paper copy of the divorce decree?
Yes, we did. Are you okay with how it is?
Yes,
We're fine with how it is, Judge.
she did an attachment A, sir, where it says whatever was hers is mine, and okay, it's not enough.
We're fine with it, sir. We just want to proceed.
Well, that attachment A is not signed by anyone, and it says that we agreed that this would happen. Okay, you agreed that what would be your own?
Well, because it's attached to the document, we thought that with the signatures on the decree that would suffice. And that's what we presented on the original petition for divorce that was submitted also.
Okay, all right. And Ms. Barnhart, you're getting custody of the chickens?
When Martha moves, if she moves, she will take the chickens with her if she wants them.
Okay. All right, and no one's asking for a name change?
Correct.
Okay. Right, anything else from
No.
you, Ms. Barnhart? All right, Ms. Davila, you heard what Elizabeth Barnhouse, not Barnhart, testified to. Is everything she said true and correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And to your knowledge, or do you have any questions for her at this time?
No, sir.
And do you agree that this is a fair way to divide up your property?
Yes, sir.
All right, then I find I have jurisdiction to hear this matter. It's been on file for more than 60 days. There's waiver of citation, the proper format on file, and the respondent has appeared in open court and announced her agreement with a divorce decree. She's also signed it. The petitioner had been a resident of Wilson County for 90 days and Texas for 6 months prior to the time this lawsuit was filed. The marriage between the parties has become undermined due to a discord or conflict of personalities, and there's no present likelihood of reconciliation. There were no children born or adopted during the marriage, and none are expected. I find that the proposed division of the marital property and debts is just, fair, and equitable, and I will approve it. And grant the divorce in open court. Any relief that does not appear in the divorce decree is denied, so this is a final appealable order. All right, now, you heard me speak about the BVS, or Bureau of Vital Statistics sheet that has to be given to the district clerk's office. Have you all had a opportunity to fill out one of those?
No, we will take care of that.
Okay, I wish you good luck. I'm just about to send this to the district clerk's office.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
So it's okay if we leave the chat room?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
All right, and did you send me something, Mr. Yost, or?
I was actually wondering how to do that. I appreciate you bringing me on here. I go to the chat screen and you said put it in the chat.
If you select either everyone or my name, there ought to be a little thing that appears next to the right of my name that says file. It doesn't always happen, but it should.
Okay. Chat and then to Judge Wilson, file. Oh, okay. I've never done that before. Cool.
It would use
Then I just
Zoom
attach-
I used Zoom from March until about the third week of August before anybody told me you could do that. I was having people daisy chain emails around, and this is a lot easier.
It sure is.
As long as it works.
Okay, so I'll just drop in the proposed order. And would you like me to wait until I receive a signed order?
That's fine. I'm going to have to ask you to send it because, so yes, that might be good. And John McFarland, he's not with the Rosenblatt firm, is he?
I don't know. I don't know that name.
All right, Mr. McFarland. I don't see any McFarlands on the Kearns County case. Mr. McFarland, can you put your video or let me know what case you're here for?
Yes, I'm with the Graves Doherty firm. We're one of the plaintiffs in the Kearns County case.
Okay, all right. And well, they're all in a breakout room, so let me assign you to that breakout room.
Okay.
You should have just received an invitation. All right, and I haven't received anything yet, Mr. Yost, although sometimes it takes a while to go through.
I'm trying to get it to where I can actually upload it, but I'm having a difficult time putting the file. Oh,
And she can also email it to me and then I can upload it in chat if that's easier.
okay.
Either way is fine.
I'm gonna take one more stab at this, and if I fail again, then I will have her do that. There it is. Okay, order setting hearing. I just sent it.
It's here. Okay, I just posted that signed order to everyone. There's not a lot of folks left.
Judge Wilson, on that very first case that you reset to February 1st, did you want me to upload that proposed order, that agreed order on motion for continuance for you to fill out? Or did you just reset it?
Sure, no, that's great. That way there's something in there. It's good.
Okay, I'll send it shortly.
Okay, Judge, thank you very much. I guess we'll see you tomorrow morning unless we can get something worked out.
Sounds good. I'll talk to you then.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, and we've never heard from the Alejos folks.
No, Judge, we have not.
Okay, all right. I'm going to start working on my emails and my judges queue